Hi everyone, I'm Lauren Tarshis. I'm so happy to welcome you to my office here at Scholastic. Today I am here to pull you into the article that I wrote for this issue of Storyworks in Scope. It is about a hero pigeon from World War I named Cher Ami. And I am so excited to answer some questions and take you deep into the writing process that led me to this story. This is a story about a pigeon named Cher Ami, which is actually French for dear friend. Cher Ami was a very special type of pigeon, a homing or carrier pigeon as they were called. And these were almost birds with superpowers that could fly 90 miles an hour. They could always find their way back to their home nest, and that made them incredibly useful in wartime to carry messages. There were actually thousands of pigeons used during World War I, and then later in World War II there were hundreds of thousands more. But a few pigeons actually became celebrities around the world, and Cher Ami was one of them because she helped rescue hundreds of soldiers during one of the worst battles of World War I. I wanted to write about Cher Ami because it was an amazing story, but even more than that, it was a hopeful story about such a bleak time in history, World War I. World War I began in 1914 and ended in 1918. Overall, 135 countries fought in battles all over the world. It was a time when new weapons unleashed all kinds of terror, machine guns for the first time, bombs dropped from airplanes, poison gas. So when I discovered the story of Cher Ami, which not only fascinated me, but I found so hopeful, I knew that that was the right story for you as a sort of a beginning point for World War I. The hardest thing for me was just describing World War I in just a few sentences or even one sentence. I didn't want to bog you down, but I needed to give you the background. So I rewrote the following sentence about 100 times, and I'm going to read it to you now to see if you think I got it right. This was a war more brutal than any before in history. It would leave 17 million people dead and pull more than 135 countries, including the United States, into battles around the globe. As always, what I'm trying to do in my stories is open doors of curiosity in your mind. So think about what else you might want to learn after reading this story. More about World War I, more about carrier pigeons, more about animals that help humans in wartime. And if you find something fascinating, you better let me know, because I might want to make that my next story in Storyworks in Scope. See you soon.